I'm an old man. What?
Yeah, I got to get up at like 6 in the morning.
I have to get up at 5.
Do I have any? I wonder if I've lost all my media assets.
You
No,
probably have. Where are
no.
we even live right now?
We're on live on YouTube and Rumble. Hello, everyone.
Oh my
Welcome in.
goodness.
Let's
Oh
see
my
if anyone
goodness.
shows up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt your ears. If I
The
play this, I don't want to hurt your
Oh,
ears.
okay. Well, I'll just if it's loud, I'll. Oh, that's fine. No, that volume.
I don't know that anyone's going to see this. Uh-oh, what am I doing? I forgot how to do any of this. Oh my goodness. Do you think people get notifications?
Yes,
I don't think so.
I got one. I got a notification.
Shut your mouth. You got a notification I went live
Yes.
on YouTube?
Yes. If they have their notifications turned on, they'll get a notification.
I need StreamYard to give me a fade option on their media assets here.
Oh,
Because
instead of
I
you
like
having
being able
manually
to.
do it.
Yeah, I like being able to. Well, the thing is, you have to manually do it, but it won't like fade as you slide it. You've got
Right,
to.
right.
But I like that I can have all my media assets in here. To just put
Yeah,
my
no, it's a
drops
good
in.
like it's ridiculously expensive, so I stopped paying for it
Yeah,
because I stopped doing my other show, and
yeah.
Garrison has a way to do our show differently. So
I also don't know how I sound with the
you sound great.
AirPods.
You sound perfect.
I get concerned. I feel like I need a mic in my face.
Well, I mean,
So
eventually, do you not have a studio set up yet?
I don't know because when we moved here, hello everyone. No one's here.
They
How do you
got notifications. It's also 11:20 Eastern, Steve.
people? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got to be up at like 6.
I mean, I'm doing okay because it's only 10:20 my time.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe what's the guy in Hawaii that listens to your show? Maybe
Maui
he's fine.
Mark.
Yeah, Maui Mark. Maybe
He's moved. They moved. They were moving to
What?
Texas. Yeah, he
They
moved
moved to the
Texas.
mainland.
Yeah, he's Texas Mark now.
Well, he's central then. He's 10:20, just like I am.
Yeah, yeah. Um, this is the first
Oh,
time I've done
gosh.
Geek Out Loud on anything ever. What time you got to be up in the morning?
5 my time, 6 your
Oh
time.
wow, yeah. That's when
But
I got to get up too.
that's by choice because I try and walk around the neighborhood so I don't have a heart attack.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm probably not going to do that in the morning.
I think you should. You'll
We'll
probably
see.
have a heart attack for doing it. So,
That's what I've heard.
when last we left off,
Yeah, when did we last leave off?
well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
It was last year. It was June. I was talking Superman and Fantastic Four.
It's been that long?
It's been that long. And I said we'll talk about Fantastic Four on the next episode.
Okay,
So
let's do it.
Fantastic Four first steps, man. What'd you think?
Okay, let me try and remember Fantastic Four first
By the
steps.
way, you know what? Let's do this the right way. I'm sorry. Let me do this correctly.
Please do.
Let me be a professional here. Nope. Quiet. Shut up, please. Okay, let's talk.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League. In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
Are you serious? Is this an episode of Geek Out Loud? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I just know that I was recording with some people and I got really wound up and I caused Michael Heine up to show up with me. Joey Marinere is going to be really up. This is Geek Out Loud. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Geek Out Loud. My name's Steve Glosson. So glad to be along with you. I don't think, do I have this loop set or no? No, good. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Oh, you got the buttons.
Michael Nip is here with us, everyone.
Howdy. Oh, thank you. Nice to be here.
Now, that says this was labeled applause intense. That doesn't sound very intense.
It doesn't
to me.
sound very intense.
Not at
but
all.
it
Not
is,
at all.
know.
No one's watching. The one eyeball is Geek Out Loud. So I don't know.
I got a notification that we are live, so
Yeah.
people that are up at this hour would have received a notification.
Sure.
They
That's
would've.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
they're
fine.
good. Yeah.
I'm okay. I don't expect people to jump. It's late, man. This is like old school. The only
is.
person who I think, other than you, that might get on with me this time of night would be Derek Russell from the House of L podcast.
I miss Derek Russell.
He was at the Supergirl premiere in New York. His daughter got to meet Rachel Brosnahan, who Lois Lane.
Rachel Brosnahan from Superman?
From Superman, yeah.
Oh, wow. She was at the Supergirl premiere.
Absolutely, she was.
Okay, that makes sense.
What'd you think of Supergirl?
Oh, do we have to do that? No.
Have you seen it?
Okay, I have. Of course.
It's out, right?
I host a podcast called Cinema Debrief, so I'm required to see all the movies. So yes, it is out.
Spoiler free.
I thought Millie Alcock was great.
Wow, okay.
I think that she is a good Supergirl when given the right material. I think that she could be a great Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the adaptation of a beloved comic, that being Woman of Tomorrow, did not go as planned. There were many things wrong with the film. I loved everything on Krypton between Supergirl and her father, played by David Krumholtz. He was.
Why do I know that name?
He's an actor that's been around forever. I mean, you'd recognize him if you saw him.
Okay.
Those scenes, if they would have allowed those to flesh out longer, we probably would have understood the difficulties that Supergirl was having from an emotional standpoint a bit better than the movie is only an hour and 47 minutes long. And they did not allow things to breathe, and it felt like you were watching cutscenes from a video game very quickly, and the villain was underdeveloped. Krim was not at all like he was in the comic, and played by a very capable actor, but I just think the material that all these people were given was just poor. So that being the screenplay. I thought that it was directed fine. Craig Gillespie's a good director. He did I, Tonya. He's done a lot of other smaller indie type films. So yeah, I mean, I hate when movies don't do well, and this one's not. This one's not doing well. It's not good for the DCU, so I'm sad about that because I think Superman was a good film, and I'm looking forward to Man of Tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Clayface. I think that's going to be very different. Obviously, it's going to be more on the horror bent.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Millie Alcock, I think, is going to be a good Supergirl. I hope this doesn't mean that they're just going to give up on her.
Yeah. You used the word beloved comic, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
By a lot of people, it very much is. Yeah,
I don't know. I never read it. I don't know.
Story. Yeah, that particular story is pretty beloved.
When she showed up at the end of Superman.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I think for people like me, her appearance and her behavior were a shock.
Yeah, because that's from the comic. Yeah, that's from that Woman of Tomorrow.
Because my Supergirl, if I can use that phrase, I hate to use that kind of thing. It goes all the way back to 1984, Helen Slater.
Sure.
Great guns. It's a girl, and I have all the powers you do, Superman. You know, the comics and everything. She's just a different character. You know, even into the early 2000s. You know, the
animated. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but also the Michael Turner version of her that showed up in Superman, Batman.
Yep.
I just, yeah, but what I saw in that character when she came in, stumbling, drunk, and being driven,
Yeah.
I saw immediately this is a girl with some trauma,
Yes,
and
exactly.
this is interesting because I've never been exposed to a Supergirl who has to deal with the trauma of losing everything she knew. And
Exactly.
I don't know, even Laura Vandervoort in Smallville, that
Mhm.
there was a little bit of that, but I mean, they jumped
Right.
right into put her in a bikini in a beauty contest on
Yeah,
Smallville,
yeah, that's not yeah.
So I like the idea of what it could potentially do and that
Mhm.
kind of hero's journey for
Yeah.
Kara Zor-El.
They were
Um,
afraid to go they were afraid to do it, I think. Haha, look who
yeah, look at there.
we were talking about Maui Mark just a second ago.
That's right, but he's
Look at that.
Texas Mark now.
Texas Mark. But yeah, that's
Texas
awesome
Mark.
that he's here.
Yeah.
No, I think that they were just afraid to go all the way and tell the story as it was outlined in the comic, and they pulled back on it, and um, they didn't let the story develop. They wanted to do something a little bit different, and I think it just took away from what they could have done. Oh, he's still in Maui. Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Well, the thing is, and this is one of the things about James Gunn that I appreciate as a comic book movie maker.
Okay.
Dude did Guardians of the Galaxy
Hmm.
and got us to invest in a talking tree and a talking raccoon.
That's true.
And I know Groot's more than a tree, but I mean, like, for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, he's a talking tree.
Yeah.
And it was funny, but there was heart. Um, and even when you get to the third Guardians, that third Guardians
Oh,
happened
man.
in a period of time in Marvel Cinematic Universe movie making where everything was like it was just everything was iffy. You didn't know what you're going to get,
Yeah.
and it was good. And
It was so
given
good.
given what they gave him to have to do as far as like the Gamora and Peter situation because of what happened in Infinity War and Endgame with
Mhm.
her. He did a great job. I love the High Evolutionary as a character. I know we didn't get Wundagore and all that stuff, but like just again, like and the first time I saw Guardians 3, and I think we've talked about this before. I think there was one time I was on your old podcast when
Probably. Yeah.
when I hadn't seen Guardians 3 yet, and we were like
Oh,
doing a ranking of the MCU or something, or the phase, whatever phase that was of the MCU.
what's up, Jimmy?
And I kept saying, I haven't look at there, Jimmy and Georgia in Missouri? Where Montana?
Why does everybody have a name that they're not actually in the place?
Because that's the legacy guys.
That's
These
the
guys are
legacy.
legacy.
Never
These
need
are
to
legacy
change their
guys.
name. Never need to change their name.
But when I finally did see Guardians 3,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it in the theater because I kept
Really?
well, I recognized that the movie was good,
Yeah.
but I'm sitting there thinking, I'm gonna have to watch Rocket Raccoon die. They're gonna
Ooh.
kill off Rocket. Like, the whole time I thought they're gonna do it because
Mhm.
at that point, we're killing off Iron Man, we've sent Captain America to live in the past, we're just willy-nilly killing Maria Hill in some stupid television show, and I'm just like, "They're gonna make us watch this. They're gonna make us go through this," and so the whole time I'm wincing, tensed
Yeah.
up about having to see Rocket. So when he survives, it's all a good thing.
Yeah. Still goes through a lot though.
Right, but upon rewatch, love that movie. I love Beastie Boys in the hallway.
Right.
I mean, I really do.
Yeah, and that
Um,
was another struggle with Supergirl. The needle drops just were really took me out of the movie because there was too many needle drop attempts and they
Yeah.
were poorly chosen songs.
yeah,
And I know that James Gunn probably wasn't there for the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a Craig Gillespie movie, but from some of the articles that I've read, he helped choose the last song.
Mhm.
It just wasn't working well. The thing that I like about James Gunn is when given time, he can make the silliness of the characters that he's working with be emotionally resonant
Well,
throughout a long form story.
and that's what I was kind of getting to is like
Yeah.
he doesn't shy away and not in a like we talked about on Rule of the Galaxy, not in
Mhm.
a I'm winking at the camera and making fun of these things,
Right.
but in a way that says, I'm just going to lean into the silliness of it all and do it sincerely. And that's why
Yeah.
we got Starro in his Suicide Squad. I
Exactly.
mean, for
Well,
Starro to show, like, who would ever
that
think
was
someone would do
great.
Starro?
That was
You
great.
know?
Well, he's
And
got reverence for the characters. Like you
yeah.
can tell that he cares about each individual character that he's playing with.
hmm
I mean,
So
it's
so him having the some of the control, I don't know that I'm going to go down the road with him all the way on a lot of things,
right. Yeah,
but
there's some
but my concerns as to how he would treat Superman were
I think that
completely done away with, because I
and
think he did it great. And so I haven't seen Supergirl yet.
I
But
think you should, because I think that you'll understand what I'm talking about with them not
Yeah.
letting it breathe. They just
yeah, yeah.
they were too afraid to go all the way with the story that they were telling, and were only trying to hit emotional beats quickly, and so it just didn't stick. They just didn't stick the landing, and
Yeah, yeah.
it almost felt like they were just too afraid to go with it because maybe test screenings weren't going right. I don't know what the whole deal was. It was strange. It was strange, but I know very few people that liked that movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
it's rough.
that's the thing I'm seeing, but I'm also seeing it as there is a contingency of fandom that has decided, because of all the stuff that started happening in the late teens, 2020ish,
Yep.
the agendas that began to be pushed and that sort of thing.
Sure.
They've just decided that they're going to go on the attack against some of these movies
Right.
before
Yeah.
they ever see them. And so they go in with a predisposal to dislike
Mhm.
what they're going to see and what's going to be on the screen, and to pick it apart from that angle. And that's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, there's obviously an audience for that, and there are people making good money doing that.
Unfortunately.
My thing is I feel like I see the bubble bursting when it comes to the superhero genre for a little while. And
Well,
and I know it's never going to go away, in the
right.
same way that the Western never really fully went
Exactly.
away.
Yeah.
But
No genre really ever dies.
right, but it's not. We're not going to get back to the prominence of 2008 to
Yeah.
2000,
It
19 or whatever.
its
Um,
cultural relevance will diminish, is
right,
basically what's going to
exactly.
happen. I mean,
And
but it'll come. Like, here's the deal with this year specifically, though. Spider-Man's going to make. I'll call it. I think it's going to be $1 billion film.
wow, see, I don't think it will do. I think it's
It's
going to hit that 800-900 million dollar, but I
It's
don't know it's
tracking
going to
right
do it.
now to open between 250 and 260, which would be the
Okay.
second highest opening of any movie ever. Like right
Mhm.
below Endgame. Endgame was
Yeah.
like at 359 or some ridiculous number. So it's tracking really well. And then of course we're gonna have Doomsday, and there's no way that doesn't do well unless it's so bad.
I don't know. I don't know. Jamie talking about Supergirl, says I was looking forward to the movie after Superman last summer. Several different comments from Millie Alcott made me not want to see it by the time it was
And
released.
that's fair, Jimmy. I mean, she is just a 20-year-old kid. I mean, and she I think that a lot of times these people think they're Teflon when it comes to the things that they're saying in public on press tours and stuff like that. And it's not the case anymore that they can just say whatever they want to. I think that maybe some of the things that she said probably are being misconstrued a bit. I'll say this: she's good in the movie, and I think she's a good Supergirl. She just needs press training or something. I mean, they need to. The studios just need to spend some extra money and train these kids, because that's all she's in her 20s. She's just a kid still. I mean, she's grown up in Hollywood because she was in House of Dragon season 1, so she hasn't really had a chance to like grow up for real. She's in this bubble, and so because she's in the bubble that she's in, she thinks the stuff that she's saying is okay, and it's just not the real world. It's like she doesn't really live in the real world. And so I forgive her for anything that she said, because I think she's just a stupid kid.
Well,
I mean,
and I mean that's a good way to look at it. But they've been needing to do this training for about 10 years now. Like it's been
No, I
it's been a
know,
problem
they
for a while.
but it's
Um,
you're right. I mean, there's been a lot of people that are in that industry that have said some dumb things on press tours.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so I'll go see it. When I saw the first trailer, it wasn't long after my dog had died,
Oh my
and
goodness.
and our dog Gus was crypto. Like
Oh, wow.
he wasn't the most well behaved guy, but he
Right.
would love you to no
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so to see in the trailer puppy crypto and
Yes,
I'm just like,
yes,
oh,
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
my heart can handle it. Um,
I feel you there.
but
There's some intense stuff with crypto in the movie.
yeah, and I don't appreciate that at all. But but when it comes to some of the other DC stuff coming up, no, we were
Yeah,
talking about the genre of superhero stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I, I'm okay with it kind of being relegated out of the mainstream. That's where it existed for most of my life.
Right.
I don't know that we'll see in my lifetime. I mean, I'm pushing 50. I don't know that we'll see in my lifetime it come back to the prominence that it had.
If
Um,
Doomsday's good, man, that's all it takes. Is it just
I,
being a good movie? That's all
I'm
it takes.
I'm thinking Doomsday's not going to be good.
I
I
don't know,
really
man.
am.
I'm just hearing some things that it's going to be very good.
I
So,
I I'm afraid we're going to get a Flash end of the movie kind of thing. Where it's just all these names on these chairs and all these little
right,
cameos
right,
that are
right,
being
right.
said to me. Here's
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, if you want to impress me, Marvel Cinematic Universe, let's get
Mhm.
a good cameo from Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk.
That'd be awesome.
Let's
Maybe
get
they'll
Lou
do that in
Ferrigno's Hulk in there.
Secret
Yeah,
Wars. That's
that'd
a
be
Secret Wars things.
well.
I
That
mean,
I'd be all about it.
look, they have the potential to do some crazy stuff with Secret Wars, and the thing with the problem with the genre just going away and being a smaller genre is the budget that it takes to make these movies will not allow for that to happen. So unless they stick around the Clayface budget, which is between 40 and 50 million, and just stay in that pocket for a while, they can be profitable. But it's like a $300 million thing to make this Doomsday and Secret Wars. That's a
Mhm.
lot of
Yeah,
money
yeah.
for success to be easy.
Is
But I
that
think that
before? Is that before the marketing
I
expenses?
think so. I think it's crazy. Like
And
it's a
that's and
crazy
see,
amount. Yeah.
and that's kind of that gets into then a discussion about AI and filmmaking.
Well, right.
I
Yeah.
I know that I know it's taboo and people are against it, but it's like the things that used to cost so much when it comes to special effects and everything
Right.
can be done well and more cheaply,
Hmm.
using AI.
We'll
It,
see. I mean, I think it needs to get a lot better before they really start going full fledged with it because it's still
well,
a fairly new technology.
I
But
feel
I
like it's
mean,
something George Lucas would use and exploit
oh,
to the
yeah, in a
to its
heartbeat he
fullest
would.
potential.
Yeah,
And
in a
I think
heartbeat
and
he
I
would.
think when you look at something like that, when you ask what would George do, then you're pushing the medium forward in a good way.
Right.
And I think that adds then the opportunity to do more things with these, because if you can blend the life and soul of a good actor actress playing this character,
Hmm.
and I'm not saying everyone on screen is AI. I'm not talking about having AI people. I'm
Right.
talking about having AI generated effects, special effects that, just to step up from CGI,
Yeah.
but instead of having, um, you know, server upon server upon server. One of the cool stories from Michael Bay's Transformers is, like, they crashed ILM computers
Right.
generating Devastator in that second movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're talking about that kind of stuff not necessarily having to happen anymore, and being able to make these movies a little bit cheaper and still have the same heart and soul and everything. I mean, they did it on TV, like with the Flash and
Yeah.
Green Arrow and even Supergirl. Like, there were those shows, regardless of where the quality went with them, whatever people think, they were successful shows.
But
And
but it also goes down to the good storytelling.
there you go. And
I mean,
and so that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, honestly, man, when it comes to Doomsday, I'm still trepidatious because I don't necessarily like the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as
mm,
Doom. And I get different universe and multiverse and everything, But I also think the multiverse has been a big cop out for superhero movies.
None of it went well. I mean, so
Right.
they'll have to get away from that quickly. I mean, they've obviously got a plan. They'll go straight into the X-Men films from Secret Wars. I mean, that's kind of just the way that because they need to. They'll step away from the Avengers for a bit after this whole thing happens with Doomsday and Secret Wars. And they've got a plan to do X-Men films, and it's all just gonna. To me, it all just comes down to if the movie's good, so the story has to be good, the story has to be solid. I don't need it to be 1-to-1 the comic book. They can change some things if they want to, but I have full confidence that Feige and the Russos together are kind of a proven track record. Now, the Russos outside of Marvel has not been a good thing, but for whatever reason, when they work with Kevin Feige and Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, there's magic that happens. So I just feel I'm pretty confident that it's going to be good.
Have you seen some of that leaked footage that's come out, or you avoid stuff?
I avoid stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, my co-host Garrison Rifen loves to try and get me to see that stuff, but I try and stay away from it as much as I can.
This is not a new Geek Out Loud. I don't know what
sure
this
it is.
John Phillips. Who knows?
I see the logos in the corner. It says Geek Out Loud.
Well, that's for proprietary purposes.
Okay.
I was guesting on the Rule of the Galaxy with Mikey Nip, and I forced him to come over here and do this with me. So that's all.
He's going back to the beginning. You can watch the beginning later. Stay live with us.
Yeah.
No, you're right, Jimmy. No, that is a good analogy. That is a really good analogy.
Wow.
When
that's going back to the 90s analogy.
That is good though. That's exactly what I mean.
When Russo working with McMahon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very okay. I'll stay. Thank
That's
you.
Right.
Thank you, John Phillips. Thank you so much, John Phillips 8623. That's so kind. Mikey, you're doing something different these days since the last time.
I am, since it's been since June of last year. My life, as far as my podcasting life, completely changed. I'm no longer doing the Deucecast movie show. That chapter is over for me. And I thought that I was going to step away from the podcast medium altogether, but got to talking to Garrison Rifen, and we decided we wanted to continue doing a movie podcast together. And it's called Cinema Debrief. We talk about one older film and one brand new film, and we keep it a concise 1 hour, and that is working for my schedule and his. And we're loving doing it. I'm loving doing it. It's really reignited my passion for not only movies in general, but the podcast medium, because I thought I was done.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not.
Well, I am done. I mean, this is the funeral for Geek Out.
This is not. I do not hear a dirge in the background.
Not yet.
This is not.
Do you remember Dirge, the Star Wars character from the Clone Wars micro series?
Spelled differently, but I do remember Dirge.
Yeah,
yes.
That was good.
He had also, like tentacle-y things.
Yeah. He was like, he had the armor and everything. When they busted the armor, he was tentacles. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really wild.
That was a fun little series, micro series.
Gendy Tartakovsky, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That second season though, that all took place, that was basically the siege or the attack on Coruscant, where they kidnapped the Palpatine. That was some good stuff.
My favorite part of that was the overpowered Mace Windu.
Oh, when he fought like 10,000 battle droids single-handed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What
I like about that is later on they
he's kidding, Maui. It's not the end.
It's over.
It's not the end.
This is the end. I don't know how the rest of that song goes. Skyfall.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, that's how that's anyway. I've lost my train of thought.
See, we've got all kinds of people coming in here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. The thing they said that I heard someone say about that episode was, at the end, he jumps up and there's that kid there.
Yes.
And looking at him and gives him the link, like the old Mean Joe Green Coke commercial.
I wonder if that was Broom Boy.
No. No. And they say that what happened, what Mace did, was all like that kid's memory and perspective of it. Like that's how he saw things happening,
Yeah.
even though it might not have been, old Mace. Yeah, Haley wants me to get back into the podcast for sure.
That's right,
so,
because she knows that it's good for mental health.
yeah,
She knows that you miss it and
Yeah.
you need to come back. I've been
I
trying
do
to get
miss it.
Steve to jump back on here for a long time, guys.
I
Trust
do
me.
miss it. Also want to we definitely want to plug
Yeah.
the Cinema Debrief, but
Oh,
also
well, yeah.
Scott Rifen. Go like and
Yes.
subscribe to Scott Rifen on YouTube and his
Definitely
show.
do that, everybody.
I Hate Radio has just they've gutted across the nation a lot of markets of people,
lot of
and
markets.
Scott's a victim of that.
Yep.
I guess I legally he's still so
Look at this. This is great.
slacker lit geek.
The people miss you, dude. You need
The fourth
to be doing
Dave
this
from
again.
Tejas.
Yeah, the fourth Dave.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
love it, dude.
Slacker lit geek.
This is great.
He must be. Are you doing a thing now, Dave? Is that what's happening?
I love this.
Yeah. I keep expecting some people to show up and be like, "You need to do this," but I realize everyone's going to bed, which is what we need to do. But
Well,
no,
I mean, if we were responsible adults, we'd be going to bed.
right. Well, yeah. Go like and subscribe to Scott Rifen and show him some love. I
Yep.
think what he wants to build is going to be really interesting if he can do it, and
Right.
and so he needs all the support right up here front loading for him to start to go down that path.
Selfishly, this allowed me to do something that I've wanted to do for a while, which was to join the South Georgia 40. And so I got an official number this morning.
You're not in South Georgia though.
I know, but because it's no longer it's worldwide now.
That's true.
I'm number 140 in the South Georgia 40.
Nice.
By happenstance.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've been, because I would never listen live. I'd always listen to the podcast feed, which was obviously delayed.
Yep.
And so now I've been listening in the mornings, which is one reason why I need to get up at 5 so I can be ready to listen to Scott at 6.
Well, I'm back in South Georgia now. So I can be part of the South Georgia 40.
You need to get a number.
Yeah.
You should get number 1138.
That's what I might ask him to do that for me.
Just to have some similar Star Wars thing.
I've had this YouTube handle since before the dark times, before the Empire. I have too many playlists.
Wow.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, the fourth Dave. I'll tell you this, there is an update about Geek Out Loud that's true and real.
What's that?
We are no longer going to be broadcasting on Mixler.
Oh, that's too bad.
I had to cut some expenses,
I didn't know that was even a thing that costs money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to do it unlimited, like as long as I'm doing it, and and I know StreamYard has a hefty cost to it to be, but
it's expensive.
But I think the return for what you get on StreamYard is much more than what you get.
I agree. I do agree with that. If you do one of their plans, you get you get some storage out of it, and so I agree.
So we're going to have to. So I don't know what we'll call the Zoo Crew now. We've gone, the Zoo Crew has been the Twitter Zoo Crew. They've been the mix for the longest time. They've been the Mixler Zoo Crew, and so I don't know.
Still be the Zoo Crew.
I just hate to. I'd like to have maybe the chat Zoo Crew. Farewell Mixler. Yeah, it went out with a whimper, not a bang. For sure.
Did you ever do Ustream?
Yes, we did.
I think I remember you doing Ustream back
in the latter days. Okay, so the Big Honkin' Show, we were on the radio. Who won the sound check? Well, Pettigrew 23. I will tell you who won. No one has yet, because the promise was if we got to 400 subscribers, I would do it on the YouTube and not worry about and I would go through all the hassle with all the copyright stuff and everything, and we were going to do it right. And so I did reach over 400 subscribers, and that's one of the things that's kept me from coming back, because I've got to sit down and go through those brackets again and compile some music clips and stuff. So we don't know yet.
Ustream was
I do like the Gulliver's Zoo Crew.
Ustream was fun. I remember back when Forcecast was on Ustream also.
Yeah, well, see, I was on the radio on Saturdays, Big Honkin' Show, for a year.
Yeah.
And then we stopped, and I wanted to keep it going, so Buck and I got to my house and we just used Ustream.
Yeah.
I never used Ustream for Geek Out Loud.
Oh, I thought you.
Um,
So it was just Big Honkin' Show,
it
or
was just Big Honkin' Show, and
that's
then
right.
we used it some for uh, Starkville House of L back in the
Oh,
day.
okay.
For
Okay.
the big season, for the big finale, for the big
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
end of the show finale.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mixler died. Mixler didn't die. I just died to Mixler.
Mixler is dead to him.
Yeah. So sounds good. I'll be right here on the edge of my seat. Yeah, I mean it's only
We
been
love it.
3
We
years in
love
the
it, baby.
making.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ustream, and then I was an early adopter of Mixler.
Yeah, you were. You were.
So much so that we could live stream on the TuneIn app from the
Yeah.
radio station back in the day.
Yep. I did that.
And we live stream from the TuneIn app in the mornings when I went back weekday mornings. But I was an early adopter with Mixler, so much so that I actually had a phone call with one of the vice presidents of something, because we were number one on Mixler a lot.
That's awesome.
In those early days, because you have people hitting the hearts. I mean, like it was a whole thing. Like we made a thing out of it. But then I don't know what happened with them. They got a little. I think they sold.
Well, of course, that's what they all do. I mean,
the pricing changed and everything, and
I was surprised you never got like a copyright strike for, especially when you would do like the music stuff. That
Mixler never did that though. That's
I know
the thing.
that I was surprised. There
were people who were literally streaming like their radio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was crazy.
So,
I didn't know.
Hearts up. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Hearts up.
And so yeah, so I think that there was just some different things with Mixler. The copyright strike thing is ridiculous on YouTube. And,
it is. It is so.
And it sucks the fun out of what we could do.
It does.
It does. Spotify is real bad about copyright strikes. So
yes,
I've had to go and like save episodes of Rock Out Loud, because I'll get a notification like you did this, and this, and so it's like, well, we're reviewing. This is under. It's not like we're just playing tunes and listening with our friends. We're actually discussing these things and reviewing them. And so I know for a lot of people who have that stuff on YouTube, it becomes a monetary thing, but we're not to where we can monetize this yet. We don't have the right.
There though. You can get there in a heartbeat. You just
it takes a lot of consistency.
You just got to hit record.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. So I don't know what's
actually. They say always be recording. That's what they actually say.
ABC always be recording. Always be recording. Always be recording. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I know I want to get back into the swing of things.
Yes, definitely.
I was having such a good time on Rule the Galaxy that
dude, Rule the Galaxy is probably top 5 of my favorite Star Wars podcasts.
They really let me derail every time I'm on. It's hilarious. Like, and I always feel bad because I just take over, and we did.
It's great. It was great. No, I love that episode's going to get a lot of listens, just like this is going to get a lot of listens. You need to put it on. You better release it on your feed too. Don't just this.
Yeah, I have to do that.
Feed.
Yeah, I have to get the audio. I have to pull the audio and do that.
People's minds are going to explode when they see an episode.
Oh, I don't think it's like that.
No, it is. I promise you, man. Yeah. I've been trying to. I've been trying to get you to do this.
I know, but
I've been hyping you up on the Discord, telling people, "Hey, Steve did this live thing. You guys need to go check this out."
There is a Discord. I'm never on it. Like,
well, it's okay. I mean,
look. Shout out to Cattle Boss.
Dude, Cattle Boss is keeping that Discord
he just keeps
going,
it alive.
Man.
He is the one who keeps it alive.
He is awesome. He's definitely your Discord like homie. He goes hard on it, man. And I love it.
So
everybody jump in the Discord. If you're not in the Geek Out Loud Discord, you need to figure out.
I don't know how to open it up to everybody, to be honest.
Well, you don't want to do that. You just put a link somewhere somehow. I don't know where.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was on the
probably
Patreon.
on the Facebook, maybe.
Yeah, I could. Oh yeah, we should put it in the Guardians of Gulliver's. Huh?
Yeah, put it in the Facebook, and that way it's at least behind some type of private type thing. Yeah. You don't want weirdos going in there. Yeah,
no, I don't.
Yeah, Geek. There is one, man. It's fun.
There is a Discord. Well, we might bring that back to life. Mikey put a joke in there that was awesome, dude.
That story goes back so far. It's
Let me
impossible to-
ask you something. Okay, so
Yes.
the year was 2016.
Oh gosh.
I
That was a
had
long
just
time.
moved to Rome, Georgia,
Yeah.
and there was a con happening in Birmingham,
Yes.
Alabama,
Yes, there was.
and
And you met
Shaz
up
was
with Shaz, yeah.
Shaz was making an appearance,
Yeah.
and I just decided to drive over because I was in
Yeah.
Rome, and it was only about a 2-hour drive at that
It's,
point.
yeah, it's not too bad for me.
And so I drove over, and you guys had a panel that y'all were doing and stuff, and
Right. Yeah.
you know, to all 5 of us. And
There was more than 5, dang it.
hey, listen, I've been there. Dragon Con 2007, Smallville panel. But we all went to eat at Ruby Tuesday afterwards
That's right.
at the
The one
Galleria.
attached to the mall.
Yeah, the one attached to, and did you kept saying it was the oldest Ruby Tuesday in Alabama, and
Because
I
it
was wondering, did you believe that?
No, but I knew it was true.
It was true. It wasn't just a bit.
It was not just a bit. That was the oldest Ruby Tuesdays in Alabama.
And that's how you were going to impress your new friend Steve, by telling him about
That's right. They still had the salad bar. It was great.
So
Great.
so we all joked about that because it's like, what a random thing to tell somebody. This is the oldest Ruby Tuesday
It's the oldest
in
Ruby
Alabama.
Tuesday. And then when it closed, it was a travesty.
It was a travesty because the oldest Ruby
The
Tuesday in
oldest
Alabama
Ruby
closed.
Tuesdays closed.
And so in the Discord, for those of you who are in the Discord, you'll see under the food talk that Nip informed me the oldest Red Lobster in Alabama has closed.
It's gone forever.
So I
It's
love
too
a good
bad.
running gag. I love
Rest
a
in-
good running gag.
rest in
Hey,
peace.
10 whole people are watching live. That's
I'm
amazing.
telling you, man, that's what it's all just momentum, dude. It's
Wow.
time. It's time to
Yeah.
get the momentum back going because I mean, you and Rebel Force Radio were one of the reasons I even wanted to get into podcasting when I did. And so it's time for you to take the medium back.
I'm just going to say this. Hello, Retro Wave Dave. I am so behind on Rebel Force Radio. I don't think those guys like me anymore. I don't think they
that's
even
not
remember
true.
I exist.
They mention you all the time, man. At least every few episodes, your name comes up somehow.
I love those guys so much, and
they're awesome.
They've always been so good to me, and
they're awesome.
And I miss them terribly. I haven't seen them in years.
I mean, I can't.
The last time
I don't go. I don't.
The last time I saw them was down in Orlando in 2016. Again, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And just before I moved up to Rome, Georgia, and we had such a blast, man. That weekend down there, they were doing a live event, and Dave Collins.
I want to say
was
that
there.
came up on one of the recent podcasts. At least the last 5 or 6 episodes, they were talking about that trip.
We had a blast. We had such a blast. Well, the year before, I went down to Star Wars weekends in place of Jason. And,
that's
got
right.
To go and be with Jimmy Mack and his family.
Yep.
Man, what a great time. I got to reach out to them. I'm not going to do it right now. It's too late to be doing that to anybody.
Well,
but
they're probably not.
Yeah. So, hey, if you're not subscribed to Rebel Force Radio, go do that.
Exactly. We're telling you to subscribe to all these random places. That's a great
Rule the Galaxy is one of the best Star Wars podcasts on the internet.
Yeah.
Rebel Force Radio, best Star Wars podcast on the internet.
Jimmy Mack was when I was doing the Deucecast movie show. Jimmy Mack was so good to us and let us be on that shot glass digital. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that he allowed us to do that. And he even came on our show. We talked about I want to say we talked about The Godfather with him, or maybe it was Rocky. It was one of those because I know he's a big Rocky fan also. And he did not have to do any of that. I mean, we were such small potatoes, and for him to even let Dave and I do shot glass was just it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was great to be on that and be a part of that and get that kind of visual. Maui says this is my first listen over a year. That's because it's the first time we've been on in over a year. Slacker says, how about Rumble as a podcast stream platform? We're actually on Rumble.
We're on Rumble right now. Yeah.
Live on Rumble. And I think we're live on Rumble. I guess we are.
Oh, it's hard to know.
Well,
I don't have
now he's commenting from Rumble. So
oh, that's right. Because it's got the little,
the
green thing.
Hold on. Where's the volume on this? I can't make it stop. Make it stop.
What are you doing?
There we go.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Maui's on Rumble. He's the only one listening on Rumble right now. I have 25 followers. I have 25 followers on Rumble,
That's good.
and yeah,
Now that's because I mean now that the momentum's back, because you're going to start doing this every week again.
no,
So
I don't know about all that. I do.
uh,
I will say this: I do see things where
yes.
I see some people who are doing podcasts and stuff, and I'm just like, I could do that. It's just a matter of the time to do it. So
Well, that's I mean, look, you do have to carve out the time. I only generally have about an hour a week. The
yeah,
only reason I'm getting to do this today is because most of my family's at the beach, and I hate sand, so I don't go to the beach.
is it coarse and rough and gets everywhere?
It is. It's
I
ridiculous.
love the beach, man. The beach is my
I
happy
hate
place.
it. I hate it so much. I'm more of a mountain man. I know that's hard to believe, but
Mountain man. I'm a mountain man.
I'm a
Get me up
mountain
there
man.
amongst the grizzlies and the trees.
It's more like the black bears up in
I,
Gatlinburg.
yeah. Oh, Gatlinburg.
That's
Man,
not
see,
really a mountain.
when I go to that's not a mountain man. When I go to the mountains, we're heading up to North Carolina to a
Right.
cabin up in the woods and stuff.
You're going real.
Um,
You're going real mountain.
I like the mountains in the fall
Yeah.
and maybe even the winter.
Yeah.
But man, summertime hits, and
Well, right. Yeah.
and if I don't get to the beach, I just feel like life has been wasted.
As much as France may hate it, I need to be in air conditioning during the summer. And so I usually don't. If my family wants to go down to the beach, I say, you know what, this would be a good time for you to go, and I will stay at home. So that's what I got to do. And yeah,
Diners, drive-ins, and Dave's. He found us over there. I see you in
Diners,
the other
drive-ins, and
persona.
Dave's. What's up, buddy? I love that
Yeah.
screen name, man.
That's cool. That's the fourth Dave.
Oh, is that's the fourth Dave over on
yeah.
Rumble now?
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
My wife and I walked into
Jimmy's
places.
followed you on Rumble now? Okay.
Thank you, Jimmy and Georgia.
You're
Yeah.
getting the Rumble contingency.
Well, Rumble, it's a lot easier to start to get monetized, but I don't know what their
Oh, I don't know.
what their situation is. But no one wants to talk about behind the scenes stuff. It's midnight.
Texas is no. Look, Maui Mark. Most of my family is actually from Texas. My mom lives in Texas. I have a fondness for Texas. There's some great things there. So you're gonna like it. I don't know what part of Texas you're going to end up in.
Hey,
but
Texas is on the Gulf Coast. You've got Galveston down there and everything. That's really nice.
Corpus Christi, yeah.
Up in Austin is a really cool place to kind of hang. I was up there for Force Awakens. We went to the Alamo Draft House in Austin.
Oh, nice.
Teresa.
Yeah.
Riley.
Oh, Teresa, man,
and
that's her name I haven't heard in a long time.
I
hope she's doing well.
She's doing okay. She called me the other day and is trying to force me back into Disney Vault Talk.
Okay.
I just can't do it. I just can't do Disney Vault Talk. I don't have the passion for the Disney stuff that So
I feel you there. Yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, look, with the movie thing, it certainly, like, I was at a point where I was burned out big time on the whole movie thing, but Garrison has really helped reignite me on the movie thing. So I mean,
I think you guys have got a cool format, one old, one new.
Yeah, it's fun for us, and it's an excuse to watch stuff that we have on our shelves, and so it's good stuff.
Well, let me billboard some things to talk about coming up down the pike that
do it, man.
Got me jonesing to be on this show again. We touched on Masters of the Universe when we were on Rule the Galaxy, so if you want to hear just some basic thoughts that I had on Masters of the Universe, but I want to do a deep dive on Masters of the Universe. I've got to go back and finish up my discussion on Fantastic Four First Steps from last year,
right?
Or Super. I think I talked Superman and not Fantastic Four, vice versa.
Can I get just a tease? Like, what are your thoughts about Pedro and as Reed?
Initially, I was not a big fan of him. I don't.
Pettigrew. Thanks, man. That's awesome.
I didn't like his look and everything. I thought he played Reed very well. I think that he chose. Reed Richards is so smart, and here's what you know about Reed after you read a few comics, especially once you get in that Byrne era. Reed is always thinking. He's not just an absent-minded professor. He's also very resourceful when they're out in the field.
That's right.
Reed loves Sue. She really is his world. And anytime he misses time with the family, it's because there is a crisis that's happening. He doesn't just forget to go eat dinner. Like it. I love the family aspect they had on the movie of
Yeah.
like the whole team being together. Um, I I like Galactus. I thought Galactus was great
Okay.
and
All
looked
right.
good. I'm not a fan of the characterization of the Silver Surfer still.
That's
I
fair.
I
That's
am
fair.
I I understand that it gave Johnny something to do.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that he still could have done some stuff. But I enjoyed overall. I really enjoyed it. Like
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four are
I
my
thought it was
jam.
good. Yeah. I thought it was good.
To me, the first 5 minutes is some of the best stuff because of all
Oh,
the different
totally.
things they showed and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so want to talk to I'm going to talk Masters of the Universe, want to talk Fantastic Four. I'm looking
Yep.
forward to Brand New Day. I'm looking forward to the Hulk being back on the big screen,
The
and
actual Hulk too, not
yeah,
Professor
yeah.
Hulk.
And here's what's interesting. I'm having stuff just spoiled that I don't mean to have spoiled about the movie because of the
Oh yeah.
conversations that are in the
It's
zeitgeist
all
and
out
stuff.
there, yeah. You gotta be
And
careful.
I'm really kind of disappointed with what they're doing as far as like the character, but I also think and I could be dead wrong, and you probably know more than I do.
Mhm.
And I know there's a lot of talk about his biology changing everything, and it's the
Mhm.
adaptation of a particular story and all.
Mhm.
But if you recall the trailer for No Way Home, there's a moment where Peter is leaping at the Lizard and Sandman and Electro, and they're leaping back, and the Lizard just invisibly gets kicked by something because they
Yeah.
didn't have the other two Spider-Man revealed.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, especially based on something that's on the poster,
Mm.
if there's a little symbiote action that's taking place.
Well, yeah, in the most recent trailer, they certainly wanna make you think that.
Yeah,
I hope they don't go that route. I'll just say that.
yeah.
We'll
I,
see though.
I don't know. I've never been the biggest Venom fan. I
There's apparently
my
people that are fans of that though, because
Well,
those movies
apparently,
made some money.
sure, sure. Well, I'm just talking about the character in general.
Yeah.
I liked him the way that he was initially introduced. When you get to like Spider-Man 300
Mm.
and then around 3, I think it's 15, where his sole purpose is to kill Peter Parker.
Right. Yeah.
But when he becomes like the lethal protector and I protect the innocent and all that stuff, I
Yeah.
never cared for that. That was 90s
Mhm.
um anti-hero, stuff that everyone was doing. And but I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to Brand New Day, especially with the Hulk because, Hulk's my jam. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
so I'm really looking forward to that. But so these are the things that hopefully if we can revive the show, we'll be talking about. But
When
I did
when
make a
you
promise.
revive the show.
I did make a promise that we would if we got over 400 subscribers that we would finish out those brackets from Marchish
And you're
Madness.
well over that at this point, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. We're
Yeah, you're like 1,000 something, right?
no, not at
Oh, I
all.
thought you were there. Okay.
No, 423, I think, maybe, or
Okay. So
400.
you're over.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you're
it's just 403. Uh,
okay. So-
I can tell you right, 415.
there you go.
Split the difference. So yeah, that's where we're at. But yeah, so that's kind of what's coming up. Mikey, thanks for staying up late. I'm sorry to hold you up, man. I
No,
need to go
dude,
to
this
bed
was
though.
fun. I didn't know if you were serious when you said check your email, and I'm glad I just didn't get up and leave. And I'm honored to be
I didn't.
on.
I
I'm
didn't expect
honored.
you to check your email.
You didn't.
Uh-uh.
I'm honored to be on the revitalization of the Mighty Geek Out Loud.
Don't jinx it. A few years back, or I was doing stuff and I was kind of getting consistent with it again. And I went on Rule the Galaxy, and Joe Marinara said, "You're doing really good. You're being consistent." I said, "Well, it's over now." And sure enough, so don't jinx it.
I'll try not to jinx it.
All right, everyone. Hey, thanks for everyone who stayed up and kind of jumped on here, guys. It's good to see everybody, and we'll try to do something at a decent hour soon. Knowing me, I'll probably come on the 4th of July while everyone's watching fireworks and be like, "I'm going to compete with the semi-quincentennial." And, all Are you doing the Peach Fest or the big thing at what is it, American Village? Is that what it's called over there
No,
where you're
no,
at?
I'm not. I'm going to a local baseball game, just a
That's
AAA
right.
baseball.
That's right.
I want to have a hot dog and watch some baseball. That feels like the most American thing to do. So I'm going to go watch some baseball.
Nice, nice. What is being said here? I missed something. Steve, real talk, my man. I pulled back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it does.
See?
It really does. Yeah.
Slacker, there. You're right, dude. Steve, we need Steve back.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I will say that I agree with you. A lot of the geek content that's out
Oh,
there
dude.
now is really a
It's-
lot of clickbait, and it's a lot of hating, you know,
Yeah.
for what used to be I felt like some good reasons, but now it's just kind of become the knee-jerk reaction.
Well, yeah, it makes money, and so that's why
or
people do it.
or on the other end of the spectrum, you've got people who everything you've got to be so obsessed about everything, you know, and
Yeah.
so I just don't have that kind of energy because I'm an old man. But yeah, so we'll see you guys back around. Oh, I need to play some music on the way out.
That's right.
I'll tell you this, dude. The whole AI thing has been great for Geek Out Loud.
Oh yeah, you've had some
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
you know,
Pineapple Festival. I love that.
we've got a pineapple festival coming up. Oh wow, no. Thanks, Maui Mark. Hey, Maui Mark. I'll just say this: a while back, Maui Mark's the reason I was able to watch a bunch of Godzilla stuff. So
Oh, nice.
there you go. Can I request the same?
Get a copyright strike.
Fourth Dave, yeah, that gets us in trouble. So we're gonna have to figure out some stuff. So anyway, hey, geekoutonline@gmail.com because I need emails to get me started again. How about that? So we'll see you guys. Mike, don't forget, Cinema Debrief.
Thank
Scott
you,
Rifen, do it all. We'll see you guys around the Golaverse. I think the song's over. No, it's not. It's got tons of time. We can talk it all out. I can walk this thing up. No, seriously. Thanks, Mikey. Thanks, everyone else. We'll see you around the Golaverse. Now watch this. I'll disappear. Hold on.